What's up guys, it's Drac, and this is a first look at Spyra 2. Now, you guys have already seen my Spyra 1 video. Hilariously, it blew up on TikTok where I got no credit for it. But this is the Spyra 2. It is a new and improved version of the Spyra 1, which is to say that it is a better version of the best water blaster we've seen in decades. The Spyra 2 is a lithium battery powered kind of powerhouse of a semi-automatic electronic blaster. You've got a code here for a quick video. This shows the charging and button system, shows how to refill the blaster, how to fire the blaster, and then how to use a power shot if you have over 25% of your power. Then you've got a few members of what I can only assume are the Spyra team over in Germany, and then down here it says join the team. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to the guys over at Spyra for sending this over early so that I could have it in time for this trip to East Sister Rock Island, which is just, it's been an incredible time. We filmed a really cool video here that we're going to be launching in a couple of days. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you about the Spyra 2. So this is my second time unboxing it. Obviously, I've already done a lot of playing with it during golden hour here, but you can see there are a few notable improvements over the Spyra 1. First off, ergonomic and aesthetic upgrades. The foregrip is now clear. It is more defined. I'm trying to figure out where the best place to get my light is over here. And it's tough. It's tough at sunset. So I think that this is going to be our best bet. If you take a look, you can see that it's got fins up here for a more aggressive yet lighter weight kind of front end. The distribution is still quite good. You've still got that rubberized pad back here where it shoulders up quite nicely, and then your optic is a single sight built into the front. I think that it's very handsome, very clean design. I like the molding and the changes in texture from smooth to kind of a scale thing. And then over here, you've got pseudo carbon fiber. Now, there are a few things that I do with the Spyra in that video, in my past videos, that I want to point out. Spyra themselves is like, we're glad that it works that way. We did not design it to work that way. But before we talk about that, let's power it on. This has improved battery life, and it has improved just kind of gauges and readout here. You've got one for battery and then one for the overall water fill. But also, it's got a rubber cover over its USB-C 3 charging point. USB-C charging port. I don't know why I got that wrong. I'm gonna get close to the water and break my first Spyra rule here. You guys can see this water is dirty ocean water, and you're not technically supposed to fill this with anything but clean water. It says so right here, and this certainly would not qualify. I've been spearfishing in it all week after all, but you can notice that unlike the Spyra 1, the Spyra 2 has a little filter down here so that when you're filling it, it actually can handle kind of dirty water a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in and fill it up. It's also charging just a little bit faster. I think that their overall goal with this project was to improve it in as many ways as they possibly could. Now, if you're gonna be like me and you're gonna do this, I highly, highly recommend after you're done to run some clean water through it, but it definitely is fine for a little bit of beach fun every once in a while. That's not them saying that, that's me saying that. You can see here where I was talking about the water drains very quickly if you're planning on using this on dry land, but the overall performance of it is still quite good. I would shoot my Coke can, but I think it's still got something in it. Here, let's hit this owl. And you can see that's a pretty good burst. Like I said, the power charge happens like this. You hold the trigger down, it loads up a power shot, and when you've got the power shot charged, like real recoil and an extra bit of range, just a really, really cool improvement to a system that was already, you know, kind of the best. And that really sort of speaks to their company culture in a way where they're like, we already make the best water gun in the world. Let's make it better just cuz. So I'm gonna come over here just because the pool water is definitely much, much cleaner than the ocean, but it also gives you a little bit of a look at this very, very cool island that we're hanging out on. I can also take it underwater and show you that, again, while it's never been designed to be submersible, something that I wish I had known in my first video, it does an excellent job of that. Now, the rate of fire, if we walk over to the, here, let me fill it real quick. And then we'll talk about how the rate of fire, it's still, because of how it's working, and I do really, really want to take one of these apart. I would love it if you guys threw a like on this video and told me that you would like me to modify one. Let me know kind of what paint job you think would look good on one of these guys. But if we walk over the helipad, you'll see that pulling rapid fire shots, you get 1, then 2, then 3, and then that 4th one really slows down and it takes a second. I believe that's because the guts are using a solenoid. I don't know that, but it seems like it might just be a little bit more spry, a little faster than the original one. Overall, just a marked improvement. The Spyra 2 makes me all the more excited for the Spyra 3. It's got everything that I like about the original one, from good molding, clean lines, and high performance for a water blaster like this. And the proprietary sort of like water bullet technology is really cool. It's not a water BB, but it's definitely like a shot of water as opposed to a stream like the modern, very, very anemic sort of super soakers do. Can you guys see the fish under the water? Or does the camera not grab it? It's been an absolute blast hanging out here. And this gives you kind of an idea of how much force it has at close range. And then at longer ranges, obviously that drops off and it becomes kind of like a mist. Anything within 15 feet of your target, they're definitely gonna feel it, and they will know that they've been hit by something that's not quite a CPS, but certainly not a traditional super soaker. So my favorite thing about this, and something that Esser has taken full advantage of, is that especially with the Spyra 2 being fully sealed like this, you can go fully submerged, and while you're down there, you can you can reload as well. So depending upon what kind of water battles you have, it's actually kind of a nice feature that you can duck under the water, avoid a few blasts, reload, recharge, and be ready to go duck hunting. We still need a name for the duck in this pool. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. He's pretty cool. He's just like me. He wears sunglasses all the time. The power shot feature is legitimately probably my favorite feature, but the overall performance of the product can't be beat. Now, it is definitely more expensive than any other water blaster type product on the market like it, but it's also completely unlike any other water blaster product on the market like it. In addition to being designed and imported from Germany, it's just a very high quality product in a world where a lot of these things are barely designed to survive the summer you purchase them for. I've had my Spyra One for a while now. I've taken it through multiple battles. Esser has thrown his off cliffs, and his is still going very strong. I imagine the Spyra 2, with its better waterproofing technology and its intake vent, is just going to be an overall better product in terms of its longevity and fun. And I guess the only thing that I have to say about the price is that if you're a huge blaster enthusiast like me, given that there's just nothing else of this quality or caliber, I would rather have one of these than 10 other things. So it's definitely worth it for me personally. Again, I do want to point out, for full disclosure, I bought my first set of Spyra Ones on Kickstarter with a buddy of mine. We actually got multiple sets, and then these were sent to me, the Spyra 2 set, for the purposes of making this content and this video. Huge thank you to them. I still would purchase another set, especially because that is not only the best way to get it in a cost-effective way, the price goes down the more units you buy at one time, but also we've had lots of 4 or 5 Spyra battles on the island while we've been here, and it has been an absolute blast. I cannot imagine if somebody was left out. That would be very, very sad, because if you're having a soaker battle, just nothing else compares. At the end of the day, you're either using a Spyra One or you're wishing you were using a Spyra One. There's really nothing else quite like it in terms of its overall accuracy and power. It's just a really cool blaster product right now on the market, especially as we start heating up and the pandemic starts winding down and we get to start enjoying time outside with our friends. If you're a big fan of soaker battles, I think that this is one well worth checking out. And the Spyra 2 is just the upgrade to give you an edge over everyone who's already got one. That's pretty much it. It's definitely a premium product for the people who really care about their water blasting. I can't imagine going back to a world without one at this point. It's definitely my primary for any blaster battles to come, and it's the only one on shelves with recoil. So for sure, definitely a really cool one to check out. I highly recommend. Oh man, look at that. Off into the sunset, Pelican buddy. I highly recommend checking out the link down in the description box below. Check out Spyra's website, check out some of their media and information on the blaster. Definitely don't abuse them quite as hard as Aaron and I do, but all I can do is give you my personal recommendation that they will hold up to that abuse. A really cool product. Links in the description box down below. Would love it Definitely don't forget to throw me a like, subscribe to the channel, check out our teardown of one of these coming soon. I can't wait to find out what makes them tick explicitly, and hopefully we get to make more content with them in the future. It's just a really exciting company doing really exciting things. Not a lot of innovators in the water blaster space right now, and it's very cool that these guys are beating their own high score. Awesome, awesome stuff, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Much love. Blast on. Drac out.